My fellow Zen Makers and enthusiasts, welcome to 2024. Hello. I've had this idea in my head for weeks, like pre-2024, so I couldn't resist. Like a state of the Zineverse thing. Obviously I can't comment on the entire Zineverse. Like, one of the things that makes it beautiful is that it's open to everyone everywhere, that sort of thing. Like, everybody's making all sorts of different versions of zines and on a myriad of topics and all of this stuff. So obviously I can't comment on it all, but I did want to make a little chatty sort of video. I mean, I'm one zine maker sitting in the zine cave in rural Australia. So there aren't going to be any big revelations here, but I wanted to say that it's been a good year. Like, 2023 was a horrible year for a number of reasons, but as far as the Zineverse goes, like, there are so many rays of sunshine to be proud of, to be happy about. We have people making their own split zines for the first time, like Billy and cameraman Ed made a split zine, and it was definitely Ed's first split zine, because he said as much to me, and that was really a beautiful thing. There were a couple of long-running series, the East Village Inky and the Ken Chronicles, who both hit issue number 69, wink wink nudge nudge, all that good stuff. And it's always amazing and wonderful to me to see zine series have so many issues. Like, I am equally as excited about the first zines in a series, but yeah, to see things that have been running for so long in the Zineverse, it's really it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. And speaking of firsts and everything, last year also saw so many new zine makers enter in and say hello and make a splash, especially Sierra de Carmen, as well as Renee of Utter Zines, recently showcased on Happy Mail Monday, which is why they come to mind first when talking about new zine makers. But a lot of people dipped their toes in 2023, and it was lovely to see so many new styles, new voices. I think it was Sierra who introduced me to the concept of making zines on Canva, which I hadn't previously even thought about. I will always be an InDesign woman, but you know what? A lot of people love Canva, and that's an awesome thing. And of course, there were so many new connections made. I know that I am not great at being a pen pal for various reasons. I am not great with keeping up with people for various reasons, and I do apologize for that. But I want you all to know that whether we talked once or we talk every week, or whether it's Instagram DMs or emails or just the occasional messenger thing, like, I think of a lot of you more often than I say, and I should say it more often. I appreciate you all greatly. I appreciate all the kind comments and the connections. I personally have a lot of self-worth issues, and so hearing that people have benefited in any way, inspiration or connecting with someone else or anything through what I do, makes me feel good, gives me that feeling of worth. And you shouldn't derive your complete sense of self-worth externally, but that being said, it does feel good to me to be able to give back to the zine community that has been so amazing and supportive in so many different ways over the years. So yes, a bit of a ramble today. It's not really a state of the Zineverse because there's just so much going on, and that's one of the beautiful things about it. But I did want to point out a lot of good things, because it's so easy to see the bad because there's so many facets of society pushing the bad in your face. So it takes more effort to find the good. And in a world that's pushing the bad, in a lot of ways, that can be exhausting. And so it's to try to put the effort into finding the good. It's just one of those things. And so I wanted to sit here and acknowledge and say thank you. I know I'm always saying thank you, and I don't want the frequency of my thank yous to take away from the meaning or impact of them, because I do mean them sincerely and with all of my heart. I'm grateful to be here. If you've been here a while, you know it's been difficult at times. But yeah, happy Mail Monday especially, but in a lot of other ways, Sea Green Zines and the Zineverse and everybody making zines and all the goodness in the Zineverse help keep me going, and I appreciate that very, very much. I feel like 2024 is off to a good start. Like, knock on wood, don't want to put the moss on anything, but I do feel like 2024 is off to a good start. Like, if you want to join in community-wise and that sort of thing, there's the monthly zine prompt list, hashtag MoseyPro. There's a Facebook group, Instagram, hashtag Instagram account. I'll have all the links and the bits and bobs for everything I mentioned here today, but they have their full year of prompts, one prompt per month. I believe January is journal, so you could join in that way. If you're looking for zines to submit to, Coin Up Press also shared their list of themes for 2024. So yeah, you can get prepared for the entire year of zine making if you would like to, both for submitting to zines and for creating your own zines, which is very, very awesome. And there are a lot of calls for submissions, which is really awesome, because traditionally, maybe not traditionally, but in the past, January and February have been really quiet times for calls for submissions and zine stuff. But my goodness, we have so many calls for submissions. There's also Xerox Days and 14th Frame paired up and created a prompts list for you to enjoy while preparing for Festival of the Photocopier, which is coming up in Melbourne next month. Wish I could be there. Totally awesome. Highly recommend. Whether you're there as a customer or a tabler, I'm pretty sure it's actually too late to apply for a stall, but even if you didn't get a stall, definitely recommend you check it out if you can be in Melbourne at the beginning of February. So yeah, hashtag not sponsored. Sorry, couldn't help it. But anyway, so yeah, there's that prompts list. There's Festival of the Photocopier. I don't know if there are any Zine Fests happening in January, so Festival of the Photocopier might be the first one of the year. But yeah, so many calls for submissions. It's amazing. It's awesome. It makes me very happy when people get in touch and I can schedule calls for submissions. So yeah, definitely check out my Instagram if you're on Instagram, but I also post them on seagreenzines.com on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. So all that good stuff. Lots of calls for submissions. Speaking of Sea Green Zines, I've mentioned many times in the past, like, because of the various like mental health and physical health stuff, like I have autoimmune diseases that can just come on in and take me out for a bit. So I hesitate committing to anything, just because the energy and everything can vary so wildly. But that being said, I am, knock on wood, recommitting to a zine review every Thursday and Friday on seagreenzines.com. I also post them in various places to let you know that they're happening. But so I'm committing to that, recommitting to that, because that's where I got started. I mean, not as far as like zine making, but like Sea Green Zines and connecting with a lot of people. Like the foundation, a big part of the foundation of Sea Green Zines was Zen Reviews. And so I really want to get back to doing that with as much consistency as possible. But there are a lot of things I want to do, as per usual. I will be taking down the Nix Reeds episodes and reposting them. And why do I need to repost them? It's just for the sake of my head. To be quite honest with you, there's no reason other than like there's something in my head that wants it to be so. But that being said, I do plan on posting more in that series. So that's coming up. Oh my goodness me. So that will be coming up. But yes, don't feel confused when you see something. Oh, I thought you saw that. There's only 3 episodes of Nix Reeds so far, but yes, I will be reposting, taking those down and reposting them before getting into new episodes of Nix Reeds. The Zine Collector podcast is still in my head, but I'm not making any announcements about that just yet. We'll see how we go. There's so much to do. Oh my goodness. And getting back to the website side of things, I do have the resources page on seagreenzines.com, and I need to revamp that and update that. So if you go to seagreenzines.com/resources, I think that's the URL. And you check out the list, and if you have a distro or a zine library or a zine tube channel or a Ko-fi or a zine shop like online or something like that, please feel free to get in contact with all of your links. Like I said, I need to revamp that page and update and all that stuff, and I'd love to have everybody's links on there. I only recently just talked to someone who was looking for resources, and I directed them to that page, which kind of like brought that all back to the forefront of my mind. So yeah. And personally, I am determined to make more zines because I'm quite happy with what I do. And this isn't meant to like turn into a goals video. I'm just kind of just a chatty about where I am and what I'm thinking, and how much I appreciate all of you. But I do want to personally make more zines because while I'm happy with what I'm doing, I'm happy to be I'm happy to be able to do Happy Meal Monday and as much of the various podcasts as I can and things like that. But like, I want to get back to the creating side of things because I miss it. I miss making zines. And I feel like the longer I don't make zines, the more intimidated I get by getting back into the actual creating side. So wish me luck. Oh goodness me, I've got plans, but I'm being this year for me is a year of acceptance of reality. Like, not that I'm not going to challenge myself or anything like that, but I've spent so much of my life just going la la la, it'll be fine, like I'll survive, I always survive, and that was a good mentality for when I was growing up, for reasons that don't need to be mentioned here. Like this, like I always survive, I always get through, I always manage. But like I'm 37. Yeah, I'm 37. I couldn't remember for a minute, but I'm 37. I'm very, very, very much to the point in my life where I go, okay, I need to go, okay, this is how things are. Like, it's not that you like I am enough. And I need to realize that. I am enough to call myself a YouTuber. I am enough to say I'm chronically ill. I am enough to say I'm a witch. I'm a babby witch. And I like saying I'm a babby witch because I'm still learning. But like, I've spent so much of my life being like, am I ill enough to be chronically ill? Am I doing enough videos to be a YouTuber? Am I all these things? And like, am I enough? Am I enough? Am I enough? And I am. This is a year of me. I'm gonna say I am enough, and like moving the farm on, moving the fark on, and just living life instead of sitting back and being like, oh, am I enough? I have notes, and none of that was on my note sheet. But, you know, y'all know how I like to ramble. So, but I will wrap it up there, and I will say that, yeah, that's where I am. That's what I've seen in the Zineverse this past year and the start of this year. And I'm very happy to be a part of the Zineverse and this community. Like, I love being able to support it in what limited ways I can do so. And yeah, so that said, I will wrap it up and give all of you virtual hugs if you like virtual hugs, virtual cookies if you like virtual cookies. There are vegan options. The only one I do not do is oatmeal raisin. You know what you did, raisins. You know what you did. Anyway, so May 2024 be a year of creativity, of acceptance, of bravery in your creations, and yeah, spreading lots and lots of sunshine. Thank you all for everything you do. I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you. All right, raise your hand if anybody was like weirded out by the my fellow Zen Makers. I was trying to put on like a voice. Turn left at the next exit. That would be fun. Making a like take the third exit at the roundabout. Anyway, I'll stop now.